Welcome to Make Your Money Matter. I'm your host, Brad Barrett. I'm also a managing director and partner here at One Capital Management. Today on our show, I want to talk about your financial advisor, not only adding peace of mind, but also may add about 3 percentage points of value in net portfolio returns over time. But before I do, smash that subscribe button and make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single episode. All right, let's get into it. So a few years ago, there was a Vanguard research study that came out that I'm quoting and citing here that I actually thought was very fascinating. And it took 3 pillars that I think are important for everyone out there who either has a financial advisor or maybe looking to work with a financial advisor. And they studied each of them and quantified them. Now, the 3 pillars were this: portfolio construction, behavioral coaching. I'm going to talk a lot about that. And it's something I talk a lot about here on the Make Your Money Matter show. And then overall wealth management. So let's break this down, because essentially you're probably asking yourself, what does this mean? All right, so your advisor, your financial advisor, has the ability and the time, if you think about it, to evaluate your portfolio investments. They can meet with you to discuss objectives and really help you get through tough markets like what we've seen in this past year and really over these past few weeks. And all of these factored together, per this study, potentially add value to your net returns over time. So for example, on portfolio construction, one of the pillars they studied, your financial advisor can work with you to create a diversified portfolio while also ensuring you don't pay too much for your investments or too much in taxes on the investment returns. Now, on the wealth management umbrella, or the wealth management pillar there, that entails making regular changes to your portfolio, something we call rebalancing, to help reduce risk. And when you're ready to withdraw, for those that are maybe living financially free or retired, you can also do it in such a way to help limit the taxes you'll pay. And overall wealth management in general really includes really your cash flow, your debt management, obviously anything regarding estate and trust and asset protection. So it's a pretty big pillar there. And this study actually quantified that for portfolio construction, when done right, an advisor can add up to 1.2% in value for just the portfolio construction pillar alone. Now, for the wealth management component, they did some research and realized that a financial advisor, can add up to 1.05% in increased net value to the portfolio by just doing the proper wealth management portion of it, which is the rebalancing part of the design for you to speak with and discuss and make sure your advisor is doing this. And really the area that I think's probably the most important when it comes to an advisor and working with them is what they call behavioral coaching. Now, they quantified it as adding up to 1.5% in value, which again, you add all 3 of those combined, gets you to that 3% in net increased value over time. And I think it's really important to note this. Now, obviously I talk a lot about this on our show, but the behavioral coaching really comes into what I'll say, what we've seen over the past couple of weeks and really this past year. It's when you need guidance most. The biggest value I think your advisor, any advisor, a good one, can provide is behavioral coaching. And again, this is most important, I think, during market turbulence or volatility like what we've been seeing, because you might feel the need to, let's say, potentially abandon your asset allocation and move to cash, for an example. Now, to sum all this up, if you think about it, your financial advisor is really there to counsel you, to listen to your concerns, and essentially guide you on the right path being your path, not someone else's, yours. Now, the advisor should work with you, and ultimately they're adding value throughout the course of your relationship. And it's important when you're meeting with an advisor, or maybe you're working with one right now, to make sure they sit with you, meet you where you are. I call it the ages and stages, right? The season of life that you're in, and also over time, help you put out the noise, right? Making sure that the noise you're bringing in, whatever it is in the news, the media, colleagues, friends, family, right? Making sure it's relative to your plans with your portfolio, and that they, the advisor, are looking at that for you. They're redesigning the portfolio based on current market events, maybe finding opportunities or giving you behavioral coaching to make sure you stay on the path and don't deviate with what your set out goals are. That's important, but making sure that you don't lose sight of the overall goal, which is for many out there listening and watching to us right now, is to grow your wealth over time. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss a single episode. And always remember to make your money matter.